Welcome, everyone, to the very first episode of Season 2 of Time for BL. And as always, I am your host, JD Young, here to review TV shows, movies, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. On this episode, we're going to be reviewing a novel that is coming from the publisher Dark Wind, and it's called Witchbane, and it's written by Morgan Bryce. Now, Morgan Bryce is the pen name of Gail Z. Martin. She uses that pen name when she writes paranormal, male romantic novels. And this one is actually the first book in the male paranormal series that she writes that I have read. I had heard her speaking about it, and I was like, I want to check that out. Why? Because she was like, if you like supernatural, you will like Witchbane. And that's all I needed to hear. Like, I like supernatural before season 7. After before season 6. After season 6 and after, I was just like, I'll keep watching because, and then season 10, I was like, I'm out. This is going on too long now, guys. I'm sorry. But I was like, she's a supernatural fan, and she's writing this paranormal sleuth detective novel series. And I was like, I want to see what she does with it. And I was not disappointed whatsoever. In the beginning of the book, in the prologue, we actually meet Seth and his brother Jesse, who are doing that whole detective thing. So at first I was like, oh, is this about them? And no, it's not. Jesse gets murdered. Like right there. Jesse is dead. So Jesse gets murdered, but in such a way that no one believes Seth when he says what happened. He ends up going to a psychiatric ward, like all these things going on. But then he eventually discovers the truth. There are these ritual killings that are going on every whatever years. I think it was 10 years, 12 years. Oh my gosh, I did not write that down in my notes. I promised to be more descriptive. But anyway, he discovers these ritualistic killings. They're these disciples of this warlock, these witch disciples. And they're going around killing the descendants of the people who hung him for his crimes. He was a dark warlock, so yeah, he deserved death. Or burned him, whatever. And they're going after the descendants of these people and killing them. And that's what happened to his brother Jesse. He was killed by one of these witch disciples. So Seth takes it upon himself that he needs to go out there and he needs to stop this from happening to anyone else. He is investigating who the disciples are and what families they are going after. And that's when he discovers Jackson Malone. Now he needs to find this Jackson Malone and protect him so that he is not killed in one of these ritualistic killings. And he's finding it a little hard because Jackson has gone underground-ish. Anyway, what I like about this, because I'm trying not to give too much away. Eventually we have the main characters, of course, becoming more romantically involved, and there's more books in the series as well. We're focusing on Witchbane, but there's more books in the series where we see them more going on like these trips to solve murders or stop things. They're detectives now. Darn it, they're hunters. If you're a supernatural fan, will you like this? For me, yes, because the writer herself, like I said, is even the one who's like, hey, if you like supernatural, you're gonna like this, because she herself is a huge supernatural fan. You can see that on her Twitter page. She does post a lot about the supernatural fandom and about the show and about the actors. So because she is an avid fan of that, she was able to kind of bring a little bit of the world of Supernatural into the story. And we see that with some of the world build, because we do have hunters who are working together, who are, helping each other investigate. You can call this person and they can give you the info on that and let you know where you need to go to find what you need to find. And it's perfect. I love it. There, of course, are there's another male paranormal series that Morgan Bryce writes, and it's called Badlands. And this one, I have not read this series as yet. I will be reading this series because that's how much I love the Witchbane series. I love the Witchbane series. You have the novels, you have the novellas, get all of them. I'm going to also be posting in the link where you can get the Morgan Bryce books. I'm also going to be posting her Instagram on there, so you can follow her on Instagram and see what's going on there. And I'm posting her Twitter as well. Follow her on all her social media, straight up. And I really want to read the Badlands storyline because it's supposed to be, now, from the description I saw, it seems like this one is about some kind of warlock psychic himself. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I'm ready to watch it. I'm ready to read it. Why I say ready to watch it? Because reading the Witchbane series, I was like, I kind of want this to be a TV show. We have we have Supernatural, which is a paranormal detective show. I want a paranormal detective show with a same-sex couple as the detectives. Like, yeah, I totally want that. And this book made me go, yeah, we need this. We really need this in other media as well. The story is extremely entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. And like I said, it really makes me want a TV show about boyfriends going on an adventure and ghost hunting and all that stuff. I love that we see how Seth has kind of got himself in this world to understand what the magic is, and, figuring out what he can do to help fight back, because he could have just gone, it's a ritual killing, all right, I'm gonna wait for them to come back. He didn't. He said, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna help protect other families so that they don't have to go through this as well. And I love that about it. Things that made me go, no, Jackson, seriously, dude. Like, a lot of the stuff he did, like, I understand why the writer put it in there. It was perfect for what the novel needed to be, to put the things he did in there. But dude, how stupid can you be? This isn't even, I don't think this is ruining it, but it becomes obvious. Maybe it doesn't become obvious. Maybe it just became obvious to me. I don't know. I felt like the writer did it in a way to make it obvious who the bad guy was. Like the big reveal of, this is the bad guy. And Jackson. Like, dude, really? It didn't click in your head? Because the second I saw that part, I went, oh, that's the bad guy. Jackson. Like, seriously, dude. But I understand why it was done like that. It definitely helped the story flourish along with showing Jackson not being trusting of Seth and really wondering, am I about to go on a road trip with a crazy dude? But at the same time, I'm like, Jackson, you saw the things that happened. Really? Do you need to sit down and talk about all the things that happened? Again, I don't want to go too much into the story, so I guess spoiler alert. But his life, and oh my gosh, so many times people have come close to capturing him. Seem like they're attempting to kill him in some way. And this dude is still still going, this guy is crazy. I just sit there like, Jackson! Really? Oh gosh. He's one of those guys where I have a feeling that he's really pretty. Like, no, that's it. He's just really pretty. Like, Seth is pretty and pretty smart and pretty strong. Jackson is really pretty. Yeah. That's probably not even what the author was going for, but that's the vibe Jackson carried. He's really pretty. Do I want more Witchbane series books? I do. I have the Dark Rivers novel. I have the novella. I'm trying to like look to see the name of the novella again. It's out here somewhere. But I do have other books in the series. I'm on the novella now because the novella is before the next novel. It's the in-between. So that's where I am at now. Am I going to keep reading the Witchbane series? Of course I'm going to keep reading the Witchbane series. I loved it. I think the way it's written, everything that's written, it feels like real characters. I'm trying to find a good way to explain it. It doesn't feel like a Wattpad story. I think no, yeah, I can't stand Wattpad stories. They're written by 13-year-old girls. I'm not saying 13-year-old girls can't be writers, and you know, as they grow, they're going to get better if they keep practicing, but still, oh my god, I've read some bad Wattpad stories. There's some good ones now because Wattpad is trying to step their game up, but oh my gosh. But yeah, Witchbane, it's such a good novel. When I'm trying to think of what to compare it to as far as novels that are out there that are about male romance that are also a paranormal story with hunters hunting ghosts. I can't think of any. And I'm about to interject on myself. So right after recording this, finishing it, I realized I can think of one. Guardian. It's written by Priest. It is a Chinese BL romance novel. It does have some paranormal aspects to it with witchcraft and stuff in the novel, but the TV show, which is actually my only experience with Guardian, I haven't had a chance to fully read the novel. I've seen chapters of the novel, but not the full novel. The TV show cut out all the BL stuff. Everybody was aliens or lived underground or something like that. And when I say I saw clips, like little parts of the Guardian novel itself, like one of the main scenes I saw was that the main guy, that detective, he was able to do some form of magic where he would write little talisman thingies to like keep himself warm when he was walking in the cold. That's actually like one of the parts I read. I didn't get to read much of it, but it was someone who was just trying to show like the things that were not kept from the novel when they made the TV show. So they included that. They of course pointed out the fact that the romance was gone between the two main characters. Yeah, that was the main focus of what they were writing. So now that I thought of the fact that Guardian, oh my gosh, how did I forget Guardian? I can't really compare it because I haven't read Guardian. What I saw of Guardian is it is more, I'm basing this off the TV show mainly. It's more structured as far as the world of the paranormal or alien or whatever it is, where these guys actually work at an institute. They kind of work for the government. hunting these creatures down, versus Witchbane, where it is just some regular guys who took it up on themselves to go out and hunt these creatures down. So that's the main difference, I would say, between Guardian and the Witchbane series. So with that being said, comparing the two, I feel like I would only be able to compare the two as far as the chemistry between the two main leads. And because I haven't read the Guardian novel, I think it's unfair to compare them, because I don't want to compare them based off the TV show, which was a phenomenal show. It was a great show. I'm glad that they left in little nods, because the person who wrote the thing where they were showing little excerpts of the book and stuff, they pointed out the nods that were left to kind of show you that this is a couple. There were definitely nods left in the Guardian TV show, but it's really hard for me to compare the two. Based off of everything, the only thing I can come down to is one has a team division that's funded by the government. They're a team structure going after the supernatural. They're paid to go after the supernatural. The other one are these people who are just doing it because it's the right thing to do. They know not everyone knows about these things, these people that are out there killing people, and they just want to help and make the world a better place. So that's the difference. Back to the show, and I'm okay with that because I have Witchbane and it's amazing. It is amazing. How much do I rate it? 8.5 out of 10. This is why. Jackson brought down the score. Like, again, it was written that way for a reason. We're supposed to see Jackson doing the things he does. But Jackson! Oh, how I hate the things you do. You are so pretty. Really pretty. He's really pretty. You can tell he's really pretty. He's just pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh. My head like hurt from the things he was doing, because I'm just sitting there like, are you an idiot? You were attacked. He's trying to save your life. Man, he's pretty. So definitely, yes, I do 100% suggest this book. If you are like me and you like to read, definitely check out Dark Wind. That's the publisher. Morgan Bryce Books. They have, like the Witchbane series. Like I said, there's the Badlands series. I need to check to see if any other series has been added, because oh my gosh, Gail Z. Martin is just like a writing champ. She comes out with books like crazy. I'm surprised that she had time to do Darkwind. Every time I go to a convention, because I do like to attend literary conventions, I like to read, I'm sorry, but every time I go to a convention, she has like 5 new books. Every time I'm like, that wasn't here last time, that wasn't here last time. Like, seriously, I just saw you 3 months ago. How do you already have this much out? Yeah, like, she is a writing beast. She and her husband, they're just writing beasts. They just get that stuff out. And yeah, like I said, I'm surprised she had time to do Darkwind. I think the books are amazing. For anyone wondering about, is there any romantic scenes? Yes, they are. And they are very well written. Like, I was out and about and I had to wait on some stuff to get done with my car. So I decided to carry a book to read. I'm one of those people that sits at the mechanics and read their book. Yeah. So I'm reading my book and I just happened to be reading right as it got to the scene at the trailer, when they were in the trailer. And I was just like, whew. I feel like I need to close this book and wait till I get home to read it. I should read this at home. But at the same time, I'm like, it's not like I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey. And that, actually, I would never read 50 Shades of Grey. I'm sorry, that is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, gosh. the fact that I even sat through the movie, I regret it so much. I wish I could get my money back, except I didn't pay money. My friend just loaned me the DVD because I said I'd never watched it before. But I feel like I'm owed a check for sitting through 50 Shades of Grey. Like, it was that bad. But I'm talking about Witchbane. And the scenes were really good. They were very well written, and it was just enough. Some stories. Alright, so I'm going to go back to Wattpad, only because that's usually where I had to go to get all my mail stories, sadly. Before it became mainstream, and you can get it more places, even though novels are there's still not that many. But yeah, they're out there. But yeah, I had to go to Wattpad. So I've read a lot of Wattpad boys love, male love, romantic stories. And a lot of those scenes go too far. Some of those scenes are weird. Like, some of those scenes, you can tell, like, it's a woman's fantasy of what she thinks gay romantic situations are like. Like, you can tell that, oh, that's what I think they do. Yeah, he totally do that. And that's what a male's member looks like. That's a great comparison. Ew. They were bad. But then with Witchbane, again, very well written, loved it. The scenes were just enough. It didn't go over. It wasn't like these weird comparisons to objects you should not compare people's body parts to. Oh my god. I've read some bad things in my life. I should review a Wattpad story. Just for context. But yeah, I've read some weird stuff. And Witchbane is amazing. 100% definitely suggest you buy it. Like I said, I'm going to put the link there so that you can go cop your own copy of the Witchbane book. Start with Witchbane, the first book, and you're probably gonna do like me. I bought the first book just by itself. I was like, I'm just gonna check this out, I'll see how it is. I was like, where do I get the next book? And luckily we were close to a literary convention going on, and when I looked, I saw that there's this particular book store that carries the book, and they were going to be there. So I was like, I got there that day. I was just like, I just need to buy a book. Do I still pay to come in? I'll pay to come in. I just want to go buy a book. And I went in, I paid, went in, bought one book, and left. And then I found out I was missing the novella, so I had to buy that. And now I'm on the novella, because I didn't even finish Witchbane actually yet. I was like halfway through the book when I was like, and where do I get the next book? I was halfway. I wasn't even finished, and my husband was like, you haven't finished the book yet. I'm like, it doesn't matter, I just need to get the next book so I can prepare, because I'm going to stop reading, because I don't want to finish this and not get to the next book. So yeah, I found out I bought the books in the wrong order. Was able to get the novella because I saw Gail. I was like, hey, so I have this one and this one, what else do I need? She was like, the novella. I'm like, let me get that. And she's like, are you gonna get Badlands? I'm like, not yet, because I need to finish this one. And so yeah, now I'm on the novella, and I'm getting ready to read the next book and get ready to see what's the next Morgan Bryce book I'm gonna buy. What's next? I need to check if there's more in the Witchbane series. That's what I didn't look up on. But I'm going to be posting the link to get the Witchbane series in the description box. So definitely check it out. And like I said, I'm going to be posting the Morgan Bryce Instagram. And I'm going to be posting a link to Gail Z. Martin's Twitter account. And also don't forget to follow me on my social media. I am on Instagram. If you have any titles you want to request, any titles you want to suggest that I might not have seen before, that's where you can link with me. And I We'll also learn about some new stuff, and you can also see what I have planned coming up. I posted a schedule of the next 3 episodes. Well, this episode and the next 2 episodes after this. So you can see what's coming up now, and I'm working on some other things as well. So yeah, check it out. Keep in touch. My name is JD Young, and I hope you had fun, and I can't wait to see you next time when we make some more Time for BL Season 2. Love you, and have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are.